Bum, bum, bum. Let me turn on this. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actors strike in Hollywood. I got to put on Do Not Disturb. We're not waiting for phone calls. Bye. See ya. Live chat. Okay. I think I'm live. Your channel. Yeah, I guess I'm live and it's not showing up. Wah, 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 wah. I got some good stuff for you folks today. And this is what's crazy. I'm going to move this so that I can see the chat. Let's go big head. Big head now. Hit the thumbs up button, obviously. We're going to do some scans. Market scanner. I am going to focus. I think there's going to be a lot of scans, by the way, today. LN, DVN, BAC. Morning, Ed. WFC. We're going to have a lot. I mean, the market is, the implied open's like 1% up. Boeing, Goldman Sachs, Disney, Cleveland Cliffs. Wow. I added, by the way, a new stock to the core portfolio. I added a new list, covered call ETFs here. And in fact, we have two new entries, QYLD and XYLD, that have entries. So you can see QYLD, these don't move a ton. They're not trading. Traders. Hold on one second. Okay. She forgot her laptop. Somebody's going to work. Not me. But I've got this covered call list, which is actually pretty good. Energy names to trade. Oh, wow. Energy yesterday got a big lift. I mean, energy is just a matter of time before it takes off. LNG got a bump. COP, which I love. MRO, which was mentioned yesterday in an article. Oof. Levered ETFs. Let's see. These have to have a couple. The financials, FAS, URTY, HIBL. DPST got a cross up. TARK. Morning, Andy. Andy, aren't you in England? I've been getting a lot of English fans writing me. So either I've got some type of fan base over there, or you're doing a good job in promoting me. VB, VOT, VBK. Spider sectors. XLF and XLI. Not owned. Oh, ARCG. I am so sorry. I think that's a huge insult from what I know about Neo MGM. Sweet. Honestly, I don't know how these people wake up and listen to my ass. ARKK, cross up. AEO. I think I'll include that because I did see Fubo. Sherry will love this. Fubo is on the cross-up list. I would have thought that's a secondary cross-up because this one has been going pretty well. My only problem with Fubo is that 200-day is still negative. I mean, that golden cross should provide some support, but this gap here was filled. I think there's another gap above it, if I'm not mistaken. That gap was filled. There's gaps have been filled. I mean, this was an $8 stock. You're at $2. SOFI should fly today, by the way. Let me just mention that. Apple initiated with a buy signal at Shitty Group. Shitty Bank. Why are you just initiating coverage on Apple? Douche. Come on. Palantir, another cross up. PBW. This is the Permian Basin. Let's go. I'm not going to do ARK funds because ARK funds, I'm not going to write any of this down because I probably got most of what I want. I mean, the scans are just, yesterday was so good. Workday is one that, God, it's just been a monster. Okta has been beaten down. This could be an interesting one. Morning, Nevin. Hold on one second. I gotta go blow my nose. Hi, girls. I love you. Love you. I'm gonna move this to core investments. I've got, by the way, today is going to be more educational than it will be. Okta looks like a good one. I'm going to put Okta up there. Then it will be stock based. So I'll probably leave a lot of these just in the newsletter. Just because oh God. I mean, these are key. Goldman Sachs, we've got up there. AXP. I have to put JP Morgan up there. I think I have McDonald's already. We'll put it in. The NASDAQ 100 is just going to have so freaking many. God, and the market is just flying. I mean, just flying. Workday. WBD, which is an interesting one. And let's look at the S&P. There we go. Boeing, Capital One Financial. That's run a little bit. I will not promote Philip Morris. Ooh, Ford. God, look at Ford. That's just, I mean, that's been a monster. That's just, you go the end of May from 11 up to 15 on Ford. Fucking Ford. Yeah. They'll be back down. I mean, here. Let's go to a weekly, and I'll show you. They're going to be back down. We'll pull this volume back to the highs. So January 2022 was the high of Ford. You have nobody holding up here. Nobody's holding at the highs. Everybody's gotten out. So, Andy, I hope you bought at $11 a share because that's a really good trade right there. Roblox under 40. I think Roblox is okay. I'm gonna let that be. Let's go back to the strategy tester and boom, boom. In fact, let's refresh this. Okay. No. Ugh. What did I do? dailystockpick.substack.com. There we go. We have that up there. July 4th sale. I want to see about insider buys. Morning, Charles. That's fantastic. Andy, a great trade on that one. Lucid's still the big. Walmart, people are selling. Larry Ellison selling Oracle. White Mountains is getting into White Mountains Insurance Group. And Media Alpha. Natural gas is down. We're going to look at Boyle and one I want to look at is Roblox. Look at that. The algorithm got you in at 12.23. This is ironic. Algorithm got you in May 19th. It got you out and then right back in. So if you got in here at 11, you're still running. I mean, the only reason to get out was around 14 where you saw that button hook and you kind of lost confirmation. I probably would have gotten out there with this run. But in between there, you have all the confirmation in the world. There's no reason to get out. So I think I might buy Roblox right here. God, it's giving the signal to get out, but in pre-market, it's up 2.74%. Today's just going to be so light. And do I want to buy Roblox on a Friday when you've got a holiday on Tuesday? Oh, I don't know. Here, hold on. Let me organize this. Okay, first off, shout out to paid subscribers, 50% off Memorial Day special. Let's go to plans and pricing. Okay, I've got my Twitter. S&P heat map, I don't need that. I do want to look at, let's see. They're going to bounce me out. Yep. So let's look at Dow. We're going to use I have to do DJIA. Do I have DJIA in there? Hold on one second. No. We're going to add this to the covered call ETFs. Yes. Who's ever subscribed? We got another one in there. I know I can do DJX. I'm trying to look for DIA. I think it's DIA. We're just going to use DIA. We're going to use QQQ, and we're going to do IWM. Update chart. Roblox is one that I think, Andy, the only reason I would buy it is under 40, you can get it to 44. Easily get it to 44. I mean, look at this chart. We'll go over here and hold on. Let me set this up a little bit. Core investments, and then RBLX. So we will pull this back to, let's go January of this year. So it had its initial run up from 26 up to about 40. And if I just take this line, and I go to about $40, which is right here, and I just say that line, okay? Wanted you to buy at 44. No, don't buy at 44. Buy down here at 37, 38, 39. You know where you go? 46. Continue waiting. Gets under 40. Buy here at 35. You could have even bought 36, 37. Where you get? You get up here to about 42, 44. Great, 10%. Buy when it dips under here again. 39, great. Over 40. Sell it at 42. You know, you make a 7 or 8%. You lose your confirmation. You get out. Buy it again here. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the 7th time this year. You can buy under 40, make 10%, sell over 40. So I just like a stock that is fairly consistent in that way. The problem that you have is that it could easily go down to 20 again, or it could go to 60 and you just missed your opportunity. If it goes to 60 and you're in because you got it under 40, fantastic. If it goes to 20 and you got in, you just got to have your stop loss tight. And on this one, you know, if you bought at 39, there was no reason to buy at 39. But here in the pre-market, let me move you over to Fidelity. And I got to put this up anyway. Properties. Let's go to Active Trader Pro. And we will look at, okay, close. RBLX. I'm going to look at after hours. And we're going to do 2-day. And I'm going to change this to a 5-minute chart. And I'm going to shrink this down to just today. So as it dips under 40 and you're at 38, you have confirmation over that green 9-day. So, yeah, I mean, you still got confirmation all the way here from 39. You still have confirmation into the open. And that's where I would buy it, just as you have confirmation there. So let's move back here. Okay, I created a covered call watch list in Trendspider. Kevin from Facebook wanted me to Theta Warrior pivot. So I put that. I also put an article on Go No Go on Trendspider. Apple, I asked Bard about what the price would be if it was a $4 trillion company instead of a $3 trillion company. Article on covered call ETFs. Oh, here we go. I'm going to move that to up there. Okay. Theta Warrior. Rivian, Lucid approaching gaps from Trendspider. I think it brings up both charts. Follow link. Yeah. Okay. We'll leave that up. Okay, we'll leave that one up. Joby had their first flight take off. Do I really need to bring that up? Let me look at Joby. Are we crashing again? Let's see. Where's Joby? I'm looking in Active Trader Pro. Joby is up in pre-market. They had a flight take off. So SOFI, decision on student loans. Nike missed earnings. Boyle versus KOLD. Let's look at Boyle and KOLD. Boyle in pre-market is up 0.35. It's up at 64, 65. It's got that button hook. I don't like that movement. I think it might be coming back down here, but you don't want to buy a triple levered ETF on a commodity before potentially long weekend in that Monday, maybe kind of crazy. You have a buy-in on Boyle at 61. It's trading at 59. I mean, you know, right now somebody asked me about Boyle and KOLD. I said, I'm just not willing to trade them. Not willing to make a call. They were like, I think he asked me, hey, should I buy a call option on Boyle? A, I don't know options. B, I'm not predicting a price on an option for a commodity that's a triple levered ETF. Kudos to you if you got the gambling skills to do that. But and then Sam asked me about that, and then I got the scans. Okay. Okay. Let's move this back to there. And I think I'm going to get started here. It's 9:14. It is the Friday morning, Sherry. Sherry, you will be happy to know Fubo got a secondary cross-up. I think it's a secondary cross-up. Let me just make sure. It's an initial cross-up because it just got you out with a 7% gain, but you got another cross-up here at 210. So, kudos. Uber at 43. Wow, I'm telling you, this market is going to open up. Apple is suddenly a $3 trillion company. Okay. And I got the big head today. Where's my sedge in pre-market? That's what I want to see. Hoo-wee. Your boy bought sedge. Your boy's making some money on sedge. So sedge is heading to 300. Here's what, I don't always pick winners, but when I put my money behind it, I can, this is how you kind of wrap things around here. So yes, I do this podcast every day. Yes, I propose a ton of stocks for you to get into. Yes, wow, look at this one. Yes, I do the newsletter and I throw out stocks. When I tell you I buy something, that typically means I'm going to have a tight stop loss. And if I do lose, I'm going to lose small. But when I see it, I kind of, I do kind of put my money where my mouth is. And sedge was one. Palantir, I give you guys all the credit in the world. That, by the way, Sherry showed up on another cross up. So it got you back in at 1523. It got you out here with an 80%. I'm in at 14 something, but it got you back in here at 1523. It's trading at 1544 in pre-market. I might add more to it because I only added a little bit. So, yeah. I've got to update this because I changed the wording on this. Yep. Okay. We got that. We got the newsletter. We've got the Dow Jones. I mean, Dow Jones is making, QQQ over the last week just has not kept up with the Dow, the SPY, and the IWM. But over 1 month, SPY is outbeating, the only one is IWM. 6 months, I mean, QQQ is just killing it. But, okay, we'll go into this. Let me put up SPY. And then I'm going to start. Okay. Good morning. It's Friday, June 30th, the end of the quarter. It's going to be a light. I mean, I can't imagine people haven't left for the Hamptons yet. You got the big head up here on YouTube. I'll start off with the big head. I can't imagine. I mean, if you're making a couple $1 million a year on Wall Street, I'd assume you leave either at lunchtime or you leave, last night for the Hamptons, or you've got enough money that you're taking a helicopter out to the Hamptons. You're not sitting in the Hamptons traffic. For those of you that may not know, the Hamptons is the luxury beach area that Wall Street goes to on the tip of Long Island. My guess is just to get in the doors at the Hamptons, you have to have a net worth of somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 50 million bucks just to get in the doors. So, and then you got your hangers on and blah, blah, blah. Let's start off the podcast with a thank you. Anybody that signed up for the paid newsletter, I'm completely overwhelmed with how many of you have signed up for the paid newsletter. Not that I don't think that it's worth it. I do think that it gives you an opportunity, but I'm overwhelmed. I never started that thing to actually, start charging people, but people are so kind. The setup note from last week was great. I think it provided a lot of people with a lot of great information. Again, $7 a month or $70 for the year. I will be doing another one this weekend about indicators, how I set up my MACD algorithm and some of the videos that I've watched to learn it, some of the articles that I've read in the past. I've got my notes, so I just have to turn it into kind of a newsletter. So I'll do that for you this weekend, but I want to thank you all for subscribing. My goal is to make it worth it. And if it's not worth it, you need to tell me that it's not worth it. You need to tell me what you want to learn, and I'll put it out there for you. But I want to. The reason I'm saying thank you here is because a lot of you, while you're making the payment, have written a nice little note. I read all the notes. I get all the notes and I read all the notes, and it makes my heart filled with joy knowing that you guys are learning stuff. But I can't reply. And it's creepy as AF, as the kids say, creepy AF, if I were to just email you out of the blue a thank you. So I'm not that person. It would make me cringe, have the douche chills, as they say. But yeah, I would cringe if somebody just out randomly kind of, hey, thank you for the comment and blah, blah, blah. But I really do want to thank you guys. Now, second thing I want to tell everybody is there's been a lot of feedback from this. This is the 50% off July 4th sale. Over Memorial Day, I got probably, a lot of messages. Let's just say I was responding to a lot of messages. Hey, let me know when the 50% sale on Trendspider is again. The only sale that I've ever seen Trendspider have was one Black Friday sale that was 70% off. And that was Black Friday. So between now and Black Friday, for a 70% off, it's about $100. If you don't think between now and November, you can make $100. Yes, it's $390 a year. You may save $100 more by waiting till November. But if you don't think you're trading enough to make $100 between now and November to get that back, don't get it. And who has the time over the holidays? And trust me, November and December, it's light trading volume. It's great to learn on. This is the time when you want to get Trendspider, when we're at a high and Trendspider can try and protect you from the low. So you get my algorithm, you get everything. It's 50% off. The link is down below. It's in my link tree, and I updated my link tree right up here. linktr.ee/daily stock pick. The link tree, the top one, is 50% off. Go and get it. And you need the middle level, elite. Do not get the essential. That's crappy. I mean, it's charting software, but you can get that on Active Trader Pro and stuff. Get this middle level, elite. And I need to make myself small so you can say elite right here. The middle level. That's what you want. Elite Plus is really for, extended traders. I have elite. Just personally, this is what I pay for. This is what I pay. I think it's, I usually get the 50% off and I just renew for a year. So I really, really think if you have a large enough trading volume, meaning dollar-wise, I kind of put it at $5,000, $10,000 because it is $400 for the year. You have to make sure that you're trading enough. You have to make sure that your portfolio is valuable enough. It's like having, people pay for a financial advisor. They provide you a hell of a lot more than charting stuff. But in my mind, I want to do it myself. And if I can look at these charts, understand that there's an algorithm that tells me when to get in and out, it kind of makes me feel a little bit better than a financial advisor saying, truth be told, my financial advisor, get out of Bitcoin. It's too dangerous. You're too highly concentrated in Apple. Yeah, who wants that kind of stuff? I created a covered call ETF. So all of the covered calls that I've seen, that I know about, that I personally have bought. I think I bought XYLD in the past. I bought Jeff Q in the past. SPYI I currently own. All of these I put into a list up here on the right-hand side. It is in Trendspider. I will have it in the welcome letter if you're new. If you're not new, I will put it in the newsletter today, a link to it. Essentially what you do is you click on this link, and I'll do it for you right now. You click on that link, and it's login and import. That's it. You can sign up and import. I can include this for you, and you can sign up and import, but just log in and import. So get the newsletter. That list will be in the newsletter today. The other thing that I will include is an Investopedia article. If you don't know Investopedia, bookmark it. But here's the benefits of a covered call ETF. These things don't trade a ton. You shouldn't trade them because the benefit is the dividend that it comes out. The good news is there's a tax advantage for some people to it paying a covered call premium versus an actual dividend. The yield is like 12% on a lot of these. So I include that. I will include that in the newsletter today. There will be an article and a link to the actual thing. Kevin from Facebook posted that a few days ago I had posted, Trendspider had said, hey, in the Qs, we perfectly timed the top using this Theta Warrior pivot on Trendspider. I think Kevin responded to me, is it timed? Is it manipulated? I said, no. I said, it's just one of the indicators that I don't necessarily use on Trendspider, but they have tons of them. I'll include in the, if you're not getting interested in Trendspider yet, some of this stuff might make you want to go. This is another indicator, a go, no go trend. Kevin, I'll leave the link to the essentially what he said they were great. Trendspider, he couldn't understand the Theta Warrior, so he reached out to them. This is part of the reason why I went with Trendspider against other software platforms, is they provide one-on-one training, at least when I had it. I don't know if they still do, but it was one-on-one training. Also, I could message them. And if I had any question on an indicator, they would help me work through it. They helped me set up my algorithm. So those guys are unbelievably fantastic. This Theta Warrior TW pivot, it's in there. It's automatic. It teaches you how to set it up. Kevin was like, oh my God, I reached out to them. They sent me this article. Now I know how to use it. One that I use is this go, no go trend signal. I've used it in the past successfully. It was written. It's kind of like an algorithm that's built into the system that you don't even have to import. It's just a signal level up there. So Trendspider has a ton of things that I don't even use. I don't put up here. I don't identify. It is so much deeper than, but I was glad that Kevin said, hey, the customer service at Trendspider was great. Today, Apple, your boy is long Apple. It will open as a $3 trillion company. I think it's 191. It closed yesterday at 189.60. It's going to open up at about 191 or so. That makes it a $3 trillion company. So what did your boy do? Your boy went on Bard. And I first asked it, what stock price, what share price would Apple have to be at to be a $4 trillion company? And first Bard came back and said, oh, Apple has 100% gain, to be a $4 trillion company with a share price of $233, I think it said. And I said, ooh, that's crazy because it's not 100% from 190 to 233. So I realized they were valuing Apple. Bard was valuing Apple at $130 a share. Wouldn't you love to buy Apple at $130 a share? Let's go back to last year where you had the chance, and I said load up the Brinks truck once it dipped below 120. Hopefully people did, and I know a few of you did. I think Zephan wound up getting in there for that price. Hopefully he didn't sell. I kept telling him at the 170s, don't sell, just hold on. But I had to retrain Bard. So I said, what is the current share price of Apple? And then I asked it again, what would it take to be a $4 trillion company? It said if Apple had a market cap of $4, the share price would be around $234.72. That's a 30% premium of its closing, or where it's currently trading at $188.94. So they're expecting Apple to be a $4 trillion market cap company somewhere in the neighborhood of 2025. If I told you that you could get 15% per year out of a stock, would you buy it? Because I think that's where you get to by the time we're in 2025. Now, here's the other thing. And I posted this in the private Facebook group, and I will post the entire response from Bard on the newsletter. So sign up for the newsletter. There's a ton of things. It tells you about the risks, why they think that Apple will go. And mind you, Bard is a Google product. There is no incentive for Bard to pump up Apple. But it says, yes, we think it will get there to a $4 trillion. Apple has been on a steady growth trajectory for many years and expected to continue to grow in the future. This is what Bard tells. This is AI. So, Google has every incentive to, as a competitor to Apple, to try and say, it might be not that great to get to 4 trillion. But here's what you have to understand. It's not going to be just a 30% gain, because that's the amount of shares that Apple has out there today. They buy back somewhere in the neighborhood of $9 billion a quarter of shares, and they retire a large amount of those shares. So if we go over here to Finviz and we look, shares outstanding, 15.79 billion, they may retire close to 1 billion shares by the time it gets to $4 trillion market cap. And what does that do? That even further drives the price of this stock up. So be aware, this is a great stock to own. I continue to say, hey, I think you should own this one. I don't think there's a downside to Apple. The only thing that I will say right now is this is it's at its all-time highs. I mean, it's been such a meteoric rise from January till now. You can see on a weekly, you barely lost confirmation. It's at its all-time highs. What I might do, and there were some folks that were saying on CNBC last night, buying a covered call on Apple if you own it is probably a good strategy, because from here we might go down just because it's at all-time highs. It's a little bit scary to be up this high. If you wanted to maybe play a little bit and you don't want to do covered calls, AAPD, this has been a loser. There is no reason to think that this will absolutely turn around. There's no confirmation in this. Again, Apple has just been going up since January, so this has been going down. But AAPD is a bear. So if Apple goes down, this one will go up. I would not suggest buying it today into a 3-day weekend. I think Apple has the momentum to hit $200. I don't think it stops until it gets to $200. I am not playing this one. But if I see Apple start to turn because it's been on that meteoric rise, AAPD is in my wheelhouse. I may buy covered calls. I'm not a strategist as far as great with options. I'm just not that guy. So it might be a little bit of a problem for me to buy a covered call. Instead, I'll hedge my bet with AAPD. That's what I would do. 2 charts I want to show you because we talk about Tesla a lot. But there's 2 charts that Trendspider posted last night on their Facebook. And they're side by side. And it's Rivian and it's Lucid. Both of them have gaps on the daily. So if you look at the daily here, left is RIVN, that's Rivian. You're approaching this gap at about 1578. It's got a gap all the way up to 18. Gaps are like magnets. Sometimes they get filled. Sometimes they get rejected. You can see Rivian started to close it. Once it starts to close it, it should end up closing it. So maybe that's to like 16. I'll go back to my active Trendspider and take a look at that one on a daily. But Lucid is the other one. What I want to point out with Lucid, and the key point here is that look down below. That's volume. Look at the increase in the volumes. Now, what we have to know about Lucid is, in my opinion, specifically with Lucid, it's a trade. You don't have a $140,000 vehicle without incentives from the government to pay for it, without a lower cost vehicle in production, with production problems, without a charging network. There's everything in the world. Remember, the CEO of Lucid, he's the former engineer who engineered the Tesla Model S when it became pretty much what saved Tesla. But he started to do the Model 3 but wasn't involved with the Model 3. The Model 3 is what pushed Tesla to become a profitable company. Lucid needs that low-cost vehicle like Tesla did. Until that happens, don't invest in this stock. You trade the stock. Absolutely 100% trade the stock. So let's pull up Rivian first, and I'll pull up Lucid second. But if we go into the algorithm here, Rivian has a buy at 1564. You're trading at 1625. It's up 1.5%. So if we go and we look at the daily to try and see where this gap is, you can see it's a rising wedge. If you got in there at 12, great. Kudos to you. But if we pull up that gap snake, this first gap here is up to 1710. So you buy at 16, you get to 17. Not a bad trade right there. Were there two? Yeah, there's two gaps on Rivian. It goes back to February. Let's see. I do see February. I don't see the second gap. Oh, I do. Here's the gap snake. It's up here between 17 and 1840. So you started to complete this gap. I fully expect this one up at 17. It's trading at 1603 right now. Fully expect that one to fill that gap at some point in time this year. Rivian's a good company. They've got some great vehicles. They have enough money to make it through. They do have production issues. They announced their partnership with Tesla as far as the charging network. Of the two, I think you could invest in Rivian. Just realize Rivian, the PE is absolutely crazy. They are losing $6.5 billion. They will only have a $15.54 billion market cap, but they have 930 million shares out there, $11.59 per share. They have plenty of cash. These guys are backed by Amazon. They have plenty of deliveries to try and close that gap. It's just an expensive thing. Building cars is expensive. So, the average share target price is 23, and you're trading at 17. I mean, come on. It's a good company to invest in. Unlike Lucid, which had, by the way, the largest, the Saudis just put in, $21 billion or something. They just bought a ton. And you can see that volume is rising. 609 was the entry. You're trading at 672. Your first gap here, which started to get covered, is 697, all the way up to 758. You got another gap here between 809 and 824. And your final gap is between 922 and 971. I think you trade around these gaps. I think when it fills this first one, I don't think it fills all these in one run. You do have confirmation right now. That is because the Saudis have bought a ton of this stock. It has used that 200-day as a resistance. So I don't think that it gets up here until you have some type of big catalyst. So I'd be careful of both of those. JLBY, which is a kind of a human drone taxi, unmanned vehicles for human flight. They flew their first one yesterday. So as the anchors on CNBC were touting liftoff. Yeah, whatever. Way to be funny. Way to be giddy. But you can see this one, I mean, it's a falling knife. But if you invested in this one back in April 27th, this is what the algorithm loses you a lot of money on this, 30% versus buying and holding only loses you 1%. So the algorithm doesn't necessarily make you money. What I do want to point out is the 65-minute algorithm. The 65-minute algorithm makes you 177% versus buying and holding makes you 116%. That time frame to make 177%, 8 months, 88 positions. This one got you in at 635 right here. If you're up at 10, you've almost doubled your money in what? One day? June 27th? It didn't know that they were going to do a manned flight. It didn't know that they were going to have this kind of press release. You got gaps, but again, as you get down into the lower time frames, gaps are a little less important. But I did want to bring this up because the 65-minute algorithm is really good for a stock like that has some volatility in during the day, specifically when you're coming down. It just got you back in. The 4-hour one just got you back in at 893. Let's see. SOFI. Today, I think we're going to get the Supreme Court decision on student loans today. I think it's soon. But here's the SOFI. SOFI is a $10 stock if they announce that Biden can't waive the student loans, because SOFI will be the beneficiary of that. They will absolutely 100% be the beneficiary of that. Student loans pick up in September. So I think SOFI is a $10 stock. Should you buy it here? The algorithm says no. The 4-hour algorithm doesn't have you in. It has you out. It just got you out with a 68% gain. So This one loses you 39% on Roblox. On SOFI. But if you bought and held, you've lost 52%. So the algorithm does outperform on this one. Roblox, I brought up. Roblox under 40. Roblox is over 40. So it opened over 40. You could have gotten in pre-market below 40. I went over this line right here, $40. That's where you want to buy it, under $40. If you buy it under $40, you can ride it up to 42, up to 44. You can make money. Just have your stop losses tight on this one, because this one could fall pretty precipitously. They are based on users. So as they announce user base, they'll announce some users the first week in July. If the users are up, this thing will soar. If the users are down, it'll just flop down. When it goes down, it's a buying opportunity. Nike announced yesterday they missed earnings, but their revenues were higher. Inventories are the problem. China sales are up. Right now, there's a value trap for this one. If people are looking at Nike, I think this 104 level, I think it goes down to 100. I think you can wait for it to go down to 100. I just don't see it as a good buy right now. Somebody asked me about options on BOIL or KOLD. I'm not picking an option price on BOIL or KOLD. I'm not. There's no way anybody can tell you, oh, absolutely buy an option on this one and it's going to go up. No, you're just gambling at that point. This is a triple levered ETF on natural gas. If you want to buy one or the other, my bet right now would be on KOLD. But understand, you are just gambling. KOLD has a buy in the 4-hour algorithm. It's 61.21. BOIL has you out. Now, on the 65-minute algorithm, if we were to run that, which is probably a better algorithm to run, KOLD has you in at 59.21. And it just crossed up yesterday afternoon. BOIL on the 65-minute algorithm has you out. You don't have confirmation. So if you're asking me about options, short term, I think KOLD is the option. Long term, I think BOIL is probably the option. And if you want to run these, just get Trendspider. I give you access to both the 4-hour and 65-minute. Like I said, AAPD, I have this. AAPD is the play on that one. Now we're going to go into something that's not Trendspider, that is free. Sam from Facebook, he said, hey, I listened to your podcast at lunch. I can definitely say I learned a lot. Would you be willing to cover some more in-depth uses for Finviz for us little guys who can't afford Trendspider, who want some free stuff? Yes, I can. Absolutely. I will put 2 videos that I found on YouTube that have absolutely incredible setups on Finviz. Finviz has a screener. So if you go up here to the left-hand side, first off, you should absolutely be a registered user of Finviz. That way you can save things. So first off, register, get yourself a username. Make sure you're registered on this. The screener is incredibly powerful. So last night I watched a couple of videos, and all I did was go on YouTube. And what I want to show you are some of these plays that I learned in earnings growth. So what this one does, earnings growth, all of these are scanning tools. Don't ask me what they mean, because when you hover over it, it says exactly what it means. If you need more of an explanation of what this is, type it into Investopedia, okay? Understand that Finviz is delayed. So it's not a real-time scanner. It's looking for trends. It's not looking for, should I get in right now? It's looking for trends. So you will have to do a lot more work on something like Finviz than you will on Trendspider with the scanner on Trendspider. The Trendspider scanner is absolutely 100% live data. You can scan on 1-minute charts. You can scan on monthly or yearly charts. The scanner on Trendspider is significantly better than the screener on Finviz. But as an investor, I use both, because there are some things that Trendspider can't look up, like PE, like market cap, like price to sales, analyst recommendations. It's a charting program. So it's two completely different things, but it doesn't mean that you're missing out if you just use Finviz. Just understand, you're going to have to do a little bit more work. So I'll post those 2 videos in there. If you want charting stuff, what I would do is get Thinkorswim or even Active Trader Pro. You can see my Active Trader Pro here. By the way, your boys in Sedge. Your boys in Sedge at 250 something. I think 253 or so. I bought Sedge. Yeah, it's at 263. That one's going to 300. At some point in time this year, it'll be 300 and I'll sell out. Then I'll wait for it to get back under 300 and I'll buy it again. But yeah, I bought Sedge. That's why it's up there. But understand, Finviz is not a charting program. It is a screening program. If you want a charting program, go and look at Active Trader Pro. Put some money into Fidelity. Put some money into Webull. Webull, use the link down below on my link tree. Go to the link tree, and you can see right down here, join me on Webull with a 1K account trading. I just put $1,000 into Webull. I use their desktop software. I liked it, but I like Active Trader Pro more. Oh, I got to show you the here. That's my link tree. And then down here, under support the podcast, there's join me on Webull. And it's right there. Join me on Webull. You can see it. Yeah. But Finviz, let's look at these Finviz charts. I've got a bunch of ones that I've saved. Earnings growth, bounce plays, breakouts, oversold stocks that are bouncing, buy and hold, comeback opportunities. Comeback opportunities, I don't see any in that. I have not perfected this one, so I haven't put this one in. But all of these other ones, buy and hold, this screener, these are price above the 20-day. Earnings per growth over the next 5 years expected to be over 10%. Return on equity over 15%. Current ratio over 1.5. Again, if you need an explanation, just hover over it. It gets it there. If it's not enough of an explanation, go. What I'd like to see you to do, and by the way, I would probably, you can change these once you've saved them. You can change them. Like let's say that we want market cap. I want mega. Let's see if there's any mega on this one. Yeah. So NVIDIA and Tesla. Those are 2 that are absolute buys right now that you could look at. Yeah, they're high. But, this is what you get with Finviz. If you want to go over a charting program and you want to use Finviz with, Trendspider, yeah, that's your optimal setup. Like I said, I can't trade without Trendspider. But Finviz, you're going to get the screener. You're going to be able to find the stocks that you want. Again, Finviz, I'll include these screeners. I'll include the 2 videos that I found on YouTube. And I'll include, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screeners that I set up that I'll include the links to. And you can customize these however you want. But this whole thing right here, I will not do it justice by going over it. There are YouTube videos. There are articles on this. There are a lot of things. Just understand, up here to the left is where you save your presets. That's where you save your screeners. Make sure you sign up. Make sure you just over to all, and you can use this stuff. Now, there's back tests. This is for Finviz if you want to pay for it. There's crypto on Finviz. There's Forex on Finviz. There's futures. All of this stuff, except for the back test, and I think some of the advanced screeners are free. Finviz is the greatest tool. If you're not using Finviz, you're really just kind of guessing at stuff. Finviz is awesome. There are so many ones that showed up on the scanner today as far as opportunities. I'm going to include the list in the newsletter. There's no use in me going over all of these. I just don't think that I should go over all of them. But the list is long, specifically energy, specifically financials. ARKG has a cross up. We went over ARKF yesterday. The 2 that I would invest in myself are ARKG because I know nothing about genomics. And I think this if you just look at this one, I mean, this, again, genomics is coming back. Look at this. This was a $100 stock. Don't tell me it's not getting back to $100. One thing she's good at is genomics. So this, in my mind, this is completely undervalued, and you haven't missed the run. Again, this is probably a 5-year kind of time frame on the genomics at least. But you can see if I pull this back to its highs back here, there's still people holding up here at 81. So it will get back up there. Most of these are probably ARK employees. But ARKG, ARK, I think there was another ARK. I know we had ARK W the other day too. Let me see. Michael asked me about Carvana. Here's what I think about Carvana. So Carvana was heading into bankruptcy. They sold off their inventory at a complete loss. This stock was written off as dead. Nobody wanted this stock. It got down to $7 here in May. And they somehow made a comeback. I don't trust it. You go to Finviz and you look, they're losing $1.4 billion. They only have a $4.61 billion market cap. Its short interest is 50%. I think you're dealing more with a short squeeze. Now, here's what I will say. You're up year to date 456%. 456%. Over 1 year, you're up 14%. I do not see this business as growing. I see it as maybe coming back. But I'd be a little bit careful with Carvana. If you've got, I don't think this is one for you to YOLO. You can see the algorithm got you in here at $7.34. I would probably trade this on a shorter time frame. I don't know enough about the company, but I will tell you that losing money does worry me. The average target price, you're trading at $26. The average target price is $14.58. So the other thing that you have to know is the book value. We talk about book value with banks. The book value, which just means the value of the real estate and everything, it's minus $6.23. It's not worth any money. That's the thought on Carvana. Now, in November, you had a bunch of people buying, small amounts of buys. I mean, this guy, chief product officer, Daniel, he bought $1 million worth at $7.62. Is he happy? He's over the fucking moon right now at $26. But I just don't think it's worth the risk, to be honest with you, Michael. I figured I'd go over that because I've had a couple of questions about Carvana. Okay, newsletter this weekend. It will be paid. It will be a indicators. Don't feel like you have to subscribe, because what I'm planning on doing is selling all of the paid stuff at one point in time. It will be more than $70. I will charge probably a lot just to make sure that the people who paid for a year get the benefit of the year and the discount on the year. But I will do this over 1 year. So, I'll do 12, 15, 20 kind of things. And I'll sell the PDF for a lot more than the yearly subscription. So if you're paying monthly, fantastic to you. You will pay probably a little bit more than $70. I'll space these out a little bit. I want people not to be, feel like they got screwed out of a paid subscription. So that's the reason for that. I was planning on selling the PDF for like $20 or something like that, but it'll go for a little bit more. It will include more than I originally planned to. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Remember, the offer expires on July 4th. So I will be back on Monday, but this Trendspider offer expires July 4th. Get it. Once you sign up, send me a message on the socials. Go to my link tree. Send me a message on either Facebook, Twitter, on Instagram, or email. Email's over here on the right. And what I'll do is I just need to confirm that your email address is under my program, and then I can send you the welcome letter. That includes, it's just point and click, import everything. And if you're a paid subscriber on the newsletter, you get the paid content. This is my setup on Trendspider. It's from June 24th. This will allow you to absolutely 100% set up your screen exactly the way I see it. The way you see it on the screen every day. One thing I will point out to you as well, once you get Trendspider, I absolutely think you should go over here. And even before you get Trendspider, go over here to my channel and you'll see I'm live right now, so it won't show. But there's a Trendspider video right here. And it's for every subscriber when you sign up. When I'm not live, it plays for you automatically here. I will include it in the newsletter as well. But that one right there is what you want to watch. It's myself and a man named David Yoakum from Trendspider. We set up our screens. We go over everything. It will absolutely guide you through how to set up your screen. Once you get the welcome letter that I send you, you'll just be able to plug and play. So I want you to have a good weekend. Hopefully you don't have a lot of traffic where you are. I will be going to New Jersey next week. So more than likely, there will be interruptions in the podcast next week. Newsletter will still go out, so subscribe to the newsletter. Remember, the newsletter is free. The majority of this stuff is absolutely free. You'll get notes from the pod every week, every day that the market's open. Every day I do a podcast, I do a newsletter. Even when I don't do a podcast, I'll try and do a newsletter with scans and some of these things that I see in the market. Just sometimes I'm a little bit busy and can't get to the microphone. So if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, remember, hit me up here. Listen to me on Spotify. The newsletter link is right there. All the links are right here. So there's nothing that you can't find on here. I shouldn't get a question with, where can I sign up for the newsletter? Well, it's right there. Where can I listen to you on Spotify? What's right there? Where can I find your YouTube channel? What's right there? Where can I save $20 off my first month of phone service with Visible and pay as low as $5 a month? Right there. Right there. Takes you to Visible. Your boy here has Visible. I love this service. $20 a month? Are you kidding me? $20 a month for unlimited service. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. The Trendspider sale is right here. All of the socials are up here. So follow, listen, support. Do whatever you need to do. Here, buy Apple on Webull. Sign up for a Webull account. Just buy Apple on Webull. You get, 10 free stocks these days? 12. Holy crap. 12 free stocks. Fund a Webull account. I got $1,000 in Webull. I don't trade in it much. I have a portfolio in there. It's not doing very well. I think it's only up 11% this year. 11% is bad, by the way. If you're making 11%, you don't have the right allocations. And I don't in Webull. So you can gift me any kind of gift that you want, blah, blah, blah. Sign up for Venmo. If you don't have Venmo, that's the way I prefer to get money. Venmo is. But yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday. And yes, I think it's only open for a half a day on Monday. So take care. Have fun. Woo-wee. See, I did more of a educational, I think, this morning. I mean, fuck. Roblox is up 5%. Like I said yesterday, get Roblox under, let's see. I think I'm doing pretty well today. Pretty well. Let's see. Holy shit. I'm up 1.29%. My portfolio is. The indices are up. Dow is up 0.66. NASDAQ is up 1.37. The AI train is rolling. Get on it. S&P is up 1%. Yeah, Ford's a $16 stock. Coin is up at $70. I should have put coin in the core portfolio, but I don't have it. AMD, Joe and I bought AMD at 109. It dipped down to 107. It's at 113 now. SOXL. Look at SOXL. I mean, this is 65-minute algorithm on this one. Remember SPY was in this kind of ascending and descending triangle wedge, and I said I didn't know where it was going. SOXL is in that same bit, but it's going up. Just got you in with 23.82 to 24.88. I don't think the chip stocks are done. I mean, I think you can ride this from 24 up to 26. So this is a triple levered semiconductor ETF. Obviously, I am not buying this on a day before a long holiday weekend. But if you wanted to, if you got the cojones, have at it, boss. Apple is way up. Yeah. That NASDAQ is just... Okay. I got to post this podcast. Who's got questions? Let me see. Larry! Happy 4th. Roblox is, if you got in Roblox, like I said, I think, Emmett, here's my take on Roblox. I'd be slightly careful with Roblox Monday. I think we're going to hear over the weekend the users, and that's the issue I have with Roblox. So you can see right now, I went over it. I think I went over it. But this year, if you just bought under 40, you had an opportunity here, obviously in January, to buy it under 40, sell it over 40, buy it under 40, sell it over 40, buy it under 40, sell it over 40 at some point, buy it under 40, sell it over 40, buy it under 40, sell it over 40, buy it under 40, sell it. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times, 9 times. I mean, maybe I miscounted. You know, Shopify. Let's talk about Shopify. I mean, Shopify's up 2% today. You know, you got this gap down here that's providing support at this point. You know, let's bring back this volume. Back to here. Look, I mean, like I said, gaps are like magnets. Sometimes they provide, you know, they get filled. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they provide some support. So I think, you know, right now, I would say 55, 56 is probably your report. Joe, let me see. EBIX. I don't even know what EBIX is. Wow, look at that one. Yeah. What is EBIX? Technology software. I think you did bring this up. I remember. It's got a super tiny market cap. Average target price is $39.88, and it's still nowhere close to that. But let me make sure. Oh, but look, the last time it was covered was 2018, and they thought it was $108 stock. Hold on, let me look at this. We're gonna go 2018. They said it was $108 stock in 2018. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Yeah, so you use it. You got that gap up there on this. This is a weekly. They've tried to fill it a couple of times. They haven't filled it. If I pull this back to its highs, which was 2018, it's a $76 stock, and it had a 118 price target on it. I'll pull that back. So you do have some pretty good volume here. I mean, it's got all the confirmation in the world, and that 50-day started moving positive. The 200's turning around. You're trading above the 200. I would say if you can hold the weekly this week above the 200, I mean, it does have a high PE, but it's software. That's not crazy. You don't have any insiders taking advantage of the price. I like it, but I don't use it, so it's not like I'm going to throw money at it. Okay, I'm going to save this. Fucking penny is jumping all over the freaking place again. Hold on. I'm going to put pillows on the stairs at some point in time when I see her move. I'm going to move you over to Active Trader Pro. Sedge, your boy has Sedge. It's a $300 stock. Let's see. I'll tell you what I am. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go into Fidelity. You know what? I'm going to update you guys on YouTube right now. All positions. So let's see. Total gain loss. So AMD. AMD, I'm up 4% on the ones, Joe, you and I got into. Let's see. I bought... Palantir, I'm up 7% on Palantir. This is all within the last week. I bought PayPal. I'm down 1% on PayPal. I'm still holding that one. I bought Sedge, 2 days ago? I'm up 4% on Sedge. SPYI, which is that's the covered call ETF that pays 12% monthly. I'm up 0.5% on that one. That's not a huge one. Ulta Beauty, I'm up 3.5% on that. Wells Fargo, I'm up 8%. Yeah. So they're my most recent trades that I'm still in. I've added to like Amazon, Apple, Google, all of those. But small positions, nothing like huge. This one, by the way, FBCG. God. FBCG, I did add it to the core portfolio. Just so you know. By the way, did anybody notice? Here, hold on, let me see. Anybody notice yesterday on YouTube? I mean, only one person commented. I put an Uncle Sam hat on myself on the, here, hold on. I need to move you over. Here, down on the, I put an Uncle Sam hat on myself. I was trying to get in the spirit. I guess it's okay, but nobody noticed. Nobody commented. Oh, well. Okay, I'm just going to upload this stuff. I may just leave you guys, but... You know what? Hold on. I'm going to close this. We're going to close this down. I'm going to delete this. Cancel upload. Cancel upload. Okay. I'm going to put this into iMovie and because I like the intro. I think it plays a little bit better. Do swoosh. And then I'll get rid of that. Oh, come on. And then I gotta go fill up my water bottle because it's getting hot in here. Let me put this in. Boy, this thing's moving slow. Oh. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then we'll move. There we go. Okay. Let's just make sure.
I see in the market. Just sometimes I'm a little bit busy and can't get to the microphone. If you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday, and yes, I think it's only open for a half a day on Monday. So take care. Have fun.
Okay, there we go. I think that is a little bit more professional. 630 pod. There we go. Desktop. I should probably upload that to Spotify as well. Okay, by the way, if you're here, hit the thumbs up. I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I love you both. I love you. I can hear the fans going like crazy on this freaking. Wow, it's slow. Joe, how's Florida going? You still in Florida? Boy, the fans on this computer are just overloading. 630 pod. Oh no, I don't want that one. There we go. I think I'm slow. Okay. My quality's slow. Brandon, my AC is set at 79. I'm on a limited income. That's what I tell everybody. And honestly, 79, it's not bad in my house at 79. It's not bad at all. Boom, we're putting that in. Then I got the notes. I got so many notes today. I'm going to be shocked if it allows me to put all these in, but I'll take the barred stuff out. Yep, it's not going to let me put it in. So we will take out the I'm going to take out all the barred answer. Okay, there we go. Now, 79 on a extra hot day, may go to 78. If I'm hot in the house, I quickly go and take a cold shower. And that usually fixes it. 6:30, 23, update. Okay. Now, no. Let's see. Do I do anything down here? No. Okay. Next. No, I don't care about that. Next. Insert ad breaks. I'm going to put one ad in. Insert ad break. Ad break won't play on all the platforms. That's fine. Pre-roll. Done. Next. And oh, no. I have to edit. can just do it afterwards. Hold on. No. Oh, there's back. 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 There we go. Okay. Next has one ad. There we go. Publish. Boom. I think my computer is just trudging along right now. I've got to actually, I think I quit GarageBand. Let's see what I've got. I've got Safari, System Finder. Yeah, I don't have anything that's taking up space. 74, man. So my highest electric bill ever, I think, was $120. And I have a 4,000 square foot house. No basement. I don't have a basement. But look at Sedge with all the confirmation. Let me pull this back a little bit. Oh, come on and work. Yeah, and by the way, Brandon, I've got an electric car. Your boy's cheap. Let's look up. I'm gonna do Tesla. Let's see if it'll switch. Did Active Trader Pro just completely crash? Yeah. That's because you're at 74, man. Watch my fire podcast. Turn that temperature, that thermostat down. Okay. Active Trader Pro is frozen. Faster encoding preset. Yeah, it's telling me use a faster encoding preset. I don't even know how to use a faster. Let's see, preferences. Encoding. Stream. A faster encoding preset. Where the hell do I find? Let's see. Let me do a. Output resolution, lower your frame rate, change your X264 preset. The video encoder X has a number of presets that will change the video quality. Okay. So we're going to put outset. Encoder settings. Ultra fast, super fast, or ultra fast. Let's see. Is that better? Brandon, I don't have kids. And remember, it's just me in the house. So sometimes that's a big one too. My friends with kids in the house, yeah, you guys pay a lot more money. I got 11 minutes left until this damn video's done. No. Penny, why are you jumping? No, stop. That was nothing but a garbage can outside. Hey, come here. I love you. Come here. Penny, you shouldn't jump. Penny, are you okay? Daisy, you set her off. Yeah, I think my Active Trader Pro. Let me move. I need to reset Active Trader Pro. Quit. Let's see. No. And let's try restarting it. Let's try restarting Active Trader Pro. I got Penny stairs. She's got stairs coming to New Jersey. Cause she's back to jumping on everything. I'm gonna give her her last muscle relaxer tonight. She's still on those. I may give her one more round of the anti-inflammatory stuff. But she's doing much better. I mean, she's doing really, really well. She slept out of her crate last night. Kind of was moving from bed to bed. She hasn't had a problem, so. Unable. I don't know what that is. Oh, let me see. Boy, I can't see the message here. Let's see. Force quit. Oh, Active Trader Pro had the message unable. Let me see what it is. Yeah, listen, she wasn't going to die. I wasn't afraid of the poor dog dying. I was more, and for you guys with dogs, you get this. You just feel horrible. And kids even. If you got a kid who, at least kids, even if they're nonverbal, they can kind of tell you what's wrong. But a dog or a cat or an animal, they just can't tell you what's wrong. Yeah, I'm just killing time. Let me move you over. I'm trying to get Active Trader Pro to work. But it says my, by the way, so Fubo, I'm waiting for my iMovie to finish processing. I decided to do a little bit more special stuff. So here, Fubo 210. You're in at 210. It's at 215. Sherry, right now you've got confirmation above that 9-day. Let me just try and log into Active Trader Pro. I can't do more than one thing at once. Let's see. I want to see if that message comes up. No, it doesn't come up. But it's asking me to confirm who I am. We encountered a technical error. Please call us to verify your identity. Continue. Oh. What? Cancel. Hold on. What are you doing? Close. Okay. Are you looking for short term or long term, Brandon? Short term? I'm assuming with lunch money. But Fubo, Sherry, to kind of finish this thought, I got to see. Active Trader Pro is telling me I can't sign in until I call them. Fubo on the 65-minute. And assume you're in because you're in on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's at $1.94. See, but Sherry here. Let me do a small head. This is Fubo. Right here, it got you in at $1.94. By the way, just so you're aware, Sherry, the algorithm on the 65-minute over 8 months, it's got 92 positions. You win 33% of the time, so a third of the time you win. Your average win is 5.96. But Fubo, if you bought it 8 months ago, you'd be down 43%. Using the algorithm with those 92 positions, even though you only win 33% of the time, you make 18% over those 8 months. So the 65-minute algorithm's a really good one. It got you in at $1.94, and you have confirmation over this. And I think you're going to probably mirror this. I would probably say $2. Let me look at a volume chart level. Just so I'm aware, I'm going to pull it to here. Let me pull it over more up here where it pulled down. I would say you're going to top out at about 220 to 230. I don't know that I'd push it too much more than that. That might be, you might be, again, I realize it's probably not a huge position. But if you hit 220 and you see a pullback, I'd probably get out fairly quick to protect the profits. If you hit 230, as you move up to 230, I would probably put a penny stop loss, and just keep upping it as it goes up. Yeah, I would, as you get closer to 220, I think that's where you want to be careful. And mind you, here, Fubo, what keeps me out of Fubo is I used to be a TV executive with the cable companies. And I just know these guys aren't making money. They're losing $367 million. That's half their market cap. So at some point in time, right now they have $1.99 per share of cash on hand. So they have about $1.2 billion. So they have to turn it around to make money. They still have a long runway. It's up 24%. Over 1 year, you're down 16%. It's still one of probably the best live streaming out there opportunity. I think what pushes this from 2 to 4 is when they get into betting. If they get into live betting on TV for sports matches, because they are such a big sports franchise, I think that's where you see this one really kind of explode. But I will tell you, I think ESPN beats them to that. I think it's a race to the first one that actually does it, to be honest. If you can get on TV and you can press a button and you can place a bet with DraftKings on your TV for the next play, then the halftime score, stuff like that, is an incredible opportunity for revenue, not only for the betting franchise, but for the actual franchise of the TV broadcaster, because they're going to actually benefit from that as well. So, yeah, Cecilia, my dogs, when it's 79, they're just, and you guys will laugh. I should put this up on Facebook. I have a video of it. Last night I put a Thunder shirt on Penny just to support her back. Little fucker was comatose, calm. It was pretty funny. So Brandon, I mean, you can take Fubo. If I were to put money today into a stock, let's go to a screener. Let's go to a scanner here. I'm going to look at what's in. No, I don't want the covered calls. Let's do levered ETFs to trade. So, honestly, maybe FAS right here. Let's look. I'm going to go to 65 minute. FAS had a scan up. This is a triple levered on the financials. You're above the 200-day on the 65 minute. You can see the financials have just been beaten down. In the 4-hour FAS, and you can do all this in Trendspider. Yeah, the 4-hour FAS just got across up here at 62.03, and it's under the 200-day, and you got that 50-day moving positive. I might do FAS. I hate saying a triple levered ETF, but if it's lunch money, I might play Yeah, so typically what I'm doing, if I really want to trade, Brandon, I'm using Trendspider in a short-term kind of thing, and I'm looking at a market scanner. And if you go into the strategy tester and you type in, down there you can look for it. They have a ton of strategies that you can just basically look at. I don't know that they share strategies. They don't share a lot of strategies, it looks like. RSI and Bollinger Band volatility. We can run this. Strategy against FAS. This one has a pretty good positivity. Where's my... There it is. My video's done. Okay, I'm going to quit iMovie. Supreme Court must have... Supreme Court canceled the... canceled Biden from not... Canceled Biden so he can't... He can't cancel the student debt. And here we have SOFI. I thought SOFI would have taken off on this. He can't cancel the debt. Any reaction in the market is an overreaction. So let's go back to Safari and let's look at a let's look at SOFI on the 65-minute. SOFI just took off. It did. SOFI just took off. SOFI's up 7%, and we're flying here. I was like, how is SOFI not flying on this? SOFI traded all the way down to $8.56. It traded to $8.56. And now it's coming back down to reality. It went up to 941. Think if you get this in the 8s, you're good. This might be one that you want to get into, Brandon. You know, from a... Okay, I'm going to keep you on here because I got to start uploading YouTube. Select file. There we go. Upload. And then I think 8. I mean, it's crashing down now. People took their profits. But I think it's a $10 stock. I should have bought it when it dipped down to 851. I saw it. I just can't do shit quickly. Wow. Let me just... Episodes. Boom. Okay, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to copy. And we're going to paste. And then I've got to go to Canva. Is Elf going crazy? Look at that. Sherry, you bought that nice little dip at 906. You're positive again. But it's going crazy. The volume level, look at the volume level on it. Here, if we go to a 5-day chart, wait till you see the volume level. Look at the volume level around this Supreme Court decision. I'm going to use this one. I like this one. Let's do this. Uploads. I'm going to put the podcast in there. I'm going to put listen on Spotify in there. And I'm going to, I got to get this out of the way. I got to move the microphone. Let me look at Elf. Does anybody else buy something? Wow. Look at Elf. Jesus. Good move, Sherry. You can see Elf, yeah. Great trade. Let's see. I'm going to... Oh, no. this down. And we're going to move this. No. Okay, I'm going to move that there. Then I'm going to expand that. Move this here. And I'm going to shrink it down. Let's see. Images. Copy image. Let's see. Let's see. Finviz. Do copy image. Okay. And we'll share. Download. Hey, July 4th, you're, what? An Abraham Lincoln baby? I don't know what they call July 4th birthdays. Happy fireworks. We will be having a thunder shirt on the girls. Happy birthday, Sherry. I'm going to go, support the podcast here. Upload thumbnail. I think blue halftone, there it is. Upload. No, it's not made for kids. I've got that. Okay. I think I'm good. Next. Publish. Independence, baby. Okay. I am out of here too. It's now 11 o'clock. The podcast and where is SOFI? 871. I think you're fine. I think it's $10 stock by the end of the year. It's calmed down a little bit. Yeah, look at Bazinga. Let's see. That's just a headline from Bazinga. Huh. Yeah. Okay. It's processing the HD. Here we go. I am out of here. You guys have a great weekend. Take care. See ya. I think I'm going to go for a little walk. Take the dogs out. But I need to do my 10 miles. I haven't done it in a few days. So, going to hit that up.